See, I have to hit my boops individually, boopst.
Anyway, we are live.
Indeed.
30 seconds for the adverts to go away.
You advert?
Advert.
SMH my head. Hello everybody! Welcome to Whispers in the West. I don't have those.
My head.
Oh, you love my tweet so
Yes.
quick. And someone else did as well.
Your tweet actually went through before my tweet did. We're going to be doing the Whispers in the West Early Access, which this game comes out in 2 days? 2 days? 23rd, I think. 23rd or 25th. I should know that.
One of the two. It's on the thing. It's not on the thing.
25th! It's on the thing for me. I have a thing. Right at the start of the stream, partially because Twitch changed how this works and I have to disclose it as if it was a fully advertised stream. It's not. Thank you to Team Dissonant for making the stream possible by providing me with a key before release so I could play it with some friends. I have 2 of those 3 friends here. We've got Diator Productions.
What's up?
We just call him Dio. And we have Falcon.
What?
In Discord, her name is Falcon Raven. We just skipped the Raven part. It's Falcon.
Yeah.
And I'm going
It's just a mouthful.
Yeah, I'm going to hop into the tutorial.
Ah!
I just finished it.
I should
Nice.
stop eating my pudding. And start
Yes, you
eating
should.
tutorial.
Professionalism.
My profession is eating pudding on stream. It's very nice.
Select a
Professional
character.
pudding eater.
Do I want to be William Hart, the definitely not sus-looking sheriff? Jezebel Vega?
I've already bagged Zeta. You can't have her. She's mine.
Okay.
This is a tutorial, so...
Yeah, this is the tutorial. I get whoever the hell I want.
There's
Yeah,
a gun!
but when we play proper, she's mine. I bagged Zeta.
Okay.
I'll be alright.
I approve William Hart's mustache, so... Oh, they each have, like, personal items.
I don't know what it does. Oh, there's a timer. I'm just gonna leave it on.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love Jack Jones. His personal item is just, I have a gun.
That he's never going to use.
Oh, I didn't even look at the personal. I just saw woman outlaw, and I was like, well, that's me.
Well, it's a Jack knows that force is the weapon of the weak and is sworn to never fire his gun. He still makes good use of it.
Probably
Okay,
hits people over the head with it.
I'm curious. Boom. For both this and for when we actually do it, I'm going to be setting it to relaxed timers because I have a feeling, even though I am not very bad at puzzles, I've never tried group puzzling live on stream, and I feel like there's going to be some inherent chaos in that.
Especially with this bunch of idiots.
Speak for yourself.
I've decided to
What?
not try the... I've decided to not try the Twitch chat interaction tool thingy because we have a full group of 4 today. If I stream this in the future with less players, then I will probably use the Twitch integration
Wait,
tool.
what does that do?
Let's chat vote on things we do, kinda. I'm still not entirely sure how it works, even after having read the press thing on how it works.
That was so funny.
Isn't this the most handsome portrait ever commissioned?
I thought about
All
it as
credit to
soon
the
as I said
model, of course.
Most handsome portrait ever commissioned.
Okay, I might have to deafen while I do the reading, because we can't all read at the same time.
Okay, how
I'm
about
done.
give me half a second trip, let me catch up to where you are, and then I will let you do all the reading.
Okay, we're actually at the same part.
That is not gonna work for the whole thing. I'll
Yeah.
tell you
Yeah.
that much.
No,
Just-
but considering Trip and I are working through the tutorial together
Yes,
now,
and there
thanks for
will
the
be
follow, Phantom Wolf.
I would just deafen and then
Yeah.
and then come back when you're done. It's 8 minutes
Okay.
long.
Alright, I will deafen and I'll be back after tutorial-inge. We are deafened. The mayor has called you to his office for a matter of great importance. What could it be? Ready up. Personal item. Gun. We're in the sheriff office. There's a saloon. Use the map to travel locations. Alright. Ooh. There's also some shotguns. Case report. Dialogue history. Alright. I was correct, this is a side-to-side, not an up and down, as I was asked before. Let's take a look. The deputy brings evidence here sometimes. It's tedious work, but you can't argue with her results. What does Q mean? More likely to open a case than close one. Oh, that's for interacting with objects. Interesting. Alright. I know it wants me to map, but I want to see what all this... An empty cell, for now at least. Okay, I guess I'll come here when I have who I think done did it. Let's go to the... Let's walk over to the saloon. Hello. You're that new guy around town, ain't you? You know, I used to be a cowboy before that incident with that buffalo and the roller skates. Well, partner, the mayor is looking for you, so go and talk to him. Present gun? I used to be a gunslinger myself. Until I took an anvil to the spine? Pardon me? Abraham the bartender. Okay. I feel like I was not supposed to come here first. Can I play the piano? I can! Oops, guess I'm a little rusty. Can I present my gun to the piano to make it better to play? I cannot present to this. Okay, that's fair. I can't... Can I okay. It's just a piano. Alright, fine. I'll do the thing. Town Hall. That's where I'm supposed to go. Hello. It's a portrait. It looks like... Look. I know it's jaw-droppingly beautiful. The real deal's right here. Talk to me. That looks nothing like you. I love the rodeo since I was a boy, so I can't tell you how pleased I am to have the real deal in town. Now listen up. We're going to go over a few things to make sure your work is up to snuff. It takes more than just talking to people to get the job done. I want you to inspect the portrait in this room for me. It's the mayor. He seems to be holding a gem in his right hand. The mayor sure has weird tastes in decoration. I agree. I think the artist may have been mocking him. Interesting. Okay. I don't know why that was flashing, but it was flashing. Gun. Alright. Ah, good. Now that you had a look at the portrait, let's see how good your memory is. If you forgot, simply have a look in your inventory and find the item. Okay? Now, quite simply, you are holding a gem. What? Have a look at the portrait again and remember. I asked, what's in my left hand? Oh! What is in your left hand? Let's find out. Items, portrait. Massive gem in his left hand. Don't get ahead of yourself, we'll get to this in a bit. Do I have to, like, reanalyze it? It's the mayor. He's holding a gem in his right hand. I don't really like looking at it. Yeah, but I need to answer the question. How do I look at it with the question specifically in mind? Oh, good. Now that you had a look at the portrait, see how good your memory is. Forgot simply look in your inventory and find the item. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, there's nothing in your hand. There you go. Looks like there's hope for you yet. Sometimes you can get more information from items by showing items or characters to other people. Why not give it a try? Okay. Portrait. Present. Don't get it. Excuse you. Isn't that what you just told me to do? I'm Mayor Wyatt. I'm a winner around here, so I'll be teaching you how the game is played. I appreciate the meta. That's your beloved pistol? I know you have sworn to never fire that gun. There's something about the way you handle it, though. It's like I can hear faint horns in the distance. Weird. Okay. Sometimes you can get more information by showing items. Give it a try. Present to me the portrait. To present something, you need to be in a dialogue with someone first. Boom. Such a beautiful painting, I paid a pretty penny to have it made. Drink it in, I can tell you're jealous. The artist told me that it will only increase in value as my legacy grows. Well, you're definitely a fast learner, but there's still a bit more you should know before I have full confidence in you. I do need to move my PNG tuber over a hair, because I'm covering up the HUD. There we go. We'll go over here. I want you to go talk to the bartender at the saloon. I ordered something special and you need to go pick it up. If you forget what you're doing, yeah, there's a little taskbar. We don't have all day. If you run out of time, you're done for. So keep an eye on the timer. Now the bartender will go take over until you get back. Yeah. I'm going to be playing it on the timerless mode because with streaming, with a timer, it's not going to work. Hello. Still running errands for the mayor? You bet. Requested item, a package. Tell me who it's from. The mayor. Take it to him directly. The people of Brimstone won't always be as cooperative, civilized as yours truly. Sometimes you gotta know the right people or be the right people. Interesting. Okay. Bye. Oh, you're back. Package. Thanks a lot. That wraps up everything for today. You're free to go about your business. Don't forget to fill in the case report after each day. Case report? You don't know about your case report. It's the red book with a pen next to it. Okay. At the end of the day, you'll have to fill out a question. Don't rush. Timer stops. You can always come back to it before you submit the final version. If you have teammates, make sure everyone agrees on the answer. Or if you want, you can fast forward to the timer. We'll end our investigation for the day. Case report. Who gave you the package for the mayor? It was the bartender. Confirm. End. There we go. We completed the tutorial. Nice. Alright. Cool. Now I'm going to undeafen. Hello.
Hi.
Are y'all ready?
A gaming.
Alrighty, are y'all ready for the portrait?
Yes.
I'm gonna invite you all.
Yeah.
Is it US East?
Indeed.
But if you invite us, it may not matter. I think that might be if you're...
I noticed it just says invite to watch. Here we go. In here... Oh, I have a room code, which I should be hiding. Ah!
Fine.
How do we...
We'll just do it fast.
Yeah, it's just up at the top. It says join. So
Yeah, I'll put the room code in the Discord.
I typed it in wrong.
Smooth.
I'm good at this. Nope, I joined an empty room. Nothing happened.
Room code's in the Discord.
Oh, I was close. I got the first letter wrong.
I have decided because it's streaming and it's going to be chaotic, I'm disabling the timer. If that's okay with y'all.
yeah, that seems perfectly fair.
Grumpy. I'm not happy. No, it's fine.
Alright.
I'm a masochist and I like video games to be as hard as possible.
I know you are. However, for streaming, I don't like games to be as hard as possible. I want the stream to go as smoothly as possible.
I have lockpicks. That's my personal item.
Dio chose William. We've got... Oh, so now that everyone's in, I can unhide the game.
Yeah.
Pabeb. It's Pabeb.
So what does
Pabeb.
everyone? Oh, what does all the characters do?
I
Okay, that's a
inspire
different
fear or respect with the Lone Star and the Sheriff.
Basically, we each just have an
pass
item
judgment.
that gives us...
Sorry, there I am.
Yeah. Basically, we each just have an item that lets us have unique interactions.
Well, it looks like there's an item, but it says personal knowledge as well.
Yeah,
so does that
personal
mean
knowledge.
characters going to be able to?
I don't know,
some extra
actually know what those mean.
But
So I know everyone in town, and I knew their parents as well, which sounds a little bit creepy.
what I
That
think.
Mine
Mine
just...
Down to 50 people. It's not difficult.
I think that means that you will have an easier time talking to people because everyone will know you.
Maybe. Mine says you're...
Because the bartender said that sometimes who you are can dictate what information you can get out of people. So my interpretation of that line is certain characters, certain NPCs will only talk to certain player characters.
I
For example,
don't
all
know
the
if that's a
townsfolk
thing or
might
not.
talk to me, whereas if there's any bad guys, they might talk to Zoe's character better.
Mike, cause the reason I'm not sure is because Jax is just... They tell stories about you in just about every town. You're a man marked by destiny. The West whispers to you.
Whispering West.
So you're like a regional hero.
I have no idea.
Mine is you have a soft spot for the rougher side of life and for rougher people, and for the rougher people it produces. You can get anyone talking except for good, upstanding citizens. See?
Interesting.
I'm a trained physician and pathologist. You can make a witness out of a corpse.
Cool.
Well,
Wait,
that's
so-
terrifying. What's everyone's personal items?
Gun.
I said mine first.
Yeah, but I didn't hear it.
I didn't either.
The Lone Star of the Sheriff inspires fear or
No, I just wanted to
respect.
know what it is. You don't need to read it.
I assume that means it's his badge.
Yeah.
Trip?
I have a gun.
That you can't use.
They don't know that.
Falcon?
I have a book that allows me to bring evidence back and investigate further, I think.
I've got
Cool.
lockpicks.
Lock in the pick.
I picked a log. Pick the log. Alright, I'm ready.
Me too. Who hasn't
I'm
ready to
ready.
go? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Boop.
We didn't ready
This is
yet.
the quick 15-minute one, but I have disabled the timer so we can get
Take
used to
3
the...
years on it.
It shouldn't take us too long.
Yeah.
There we go.
I was going to say, well, actually, wouldn't it be... If we were going to test out the time, it would be better to do it on this one to see how we feel about it, and then we could have turned it off on the next one if we hate it.
The reason I'm turning off the timer is because it's 4 people talking on a stream,
Yeah.
and that's already chaotic enough.
Yeah, if you can make the time as
Especially,
like an hour.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, look, there's a creepy old guy.
Yeah, he does look a little bit on the creepy side. I can't
He's
believe
wearing a
this.
white hat and a western though, so I think he's a good
doing
guy.
the mayor's voice.
My precious portrait is gone. This is quite literally the end of the world.
Oh no.
Who's creepy banker?
Dio.
Oh.
This is outrageous indeed.
That's a good... I like that.
Yeah.
I will let the sheriff's office know. It's gonna wobble around all
They
this.
need to find out who done did this before the end of day.
Is the mayor Zilk?
No, and that's just kind of my voice for, like,
The West?
cowboy folk. Southern cowboy folk. Hello!
Woo!
Dust. Shump.
Slicage of letter. The mayor's portrait has been stolen in a daring heist. The mayor has been openly weeping all morning. Time to go and console him.
Hell no, I'm gonna walk around the office a little bit first.
Forensic hit.
I still find it so funny every time it loads in. Personal item, gun.
My personal item, I think it's got a typo in the name.
What is it?
It's called the Hank book instead of the handbook.
Dio,
Wait,
apparently
really?
Yeah.
Dio, apparently this is your desk and you always keep the drawer locked, but it doesn't
Oh.
stop anyone from opening it.
It
Oh,
says forensics kit Hank book.
Falcon, this one on the right-hand side in front of me, that's yours. Because the deputy brings evidence here. Sometimes it's tedious work, but you can't argue with her result.
Yep, this is where I do my further research with the
Are
forensics.
you able to lockpick open his desk?
I didn't see an option. I'm gonna have another look though.
Try presenting your item to the desk.
I just don't like people to touch my things.
Why?
Uh,
If you got nothing to hide, you shouldn't need to.
Nothing to hide, nothing to fear. That was kind of, you know, the raison d'etre of the law
Something
enforcement in
right,
this period.
Hold on. We're doing science. Lockpick, present. Well, I can open the lock easily, but I need a good reason. Ow!
Honestly, I can't do anything with my own desk. So you know,
Alright, should we go talk to the mayor?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna go talk to the butcher.
Okay.
Oh, no, you actually went to talk to
No.
the butcher. Get over here.
Meat of
Wait, no, but-
indeterminate origin, my favorite.
No, but Dio, didn't he summon the sheriff?
Yeah, we're all just waiting here.
I wanted
you-
to.
No,
I
you
wanted
can
to-
get the butcher later. Can we get the fucking mission first?
You can sort out your lunch and dinner later.
Also remember, this is the multiplayer tutorial. This is why I'm disabling the timer for the actual thing so we can mess about. There's a portrait
There's a
here.
portrait here. It's gone now. Who
Speak to
removed it
him.
and why?
Oh, it's just awful. On top of that, my head hurts.
Well, we skipped the first line.
Well, because Dio interacted with him first, so I couldn't actually see it. Some varmint came in here and stole my precious portrait. You need to find out who did this before the end of the day. Got it? I'm a man who's used to getting what he asks for. When you figure it out, be sure to put it down in your case report. Suspects, we should probably ask. Suspects? Everyone. There are all lots of people who are probably jealous of that portrait. Just start by asking around to see whose story doesn't add up. You can look back to what people say in your case report if need be. What actually happened, though? What happened? I felt tired after lunch and fell asleep in my office yesterday. Then I woke up, turned around to get back to admiring it, and it was just gone. My precious portrait is gone. This is quite literally the end of my world. Alright. Thank you, Mayor.
So, before you all run off, click the wall on the floor behind where the mayor's chair is. Just like, and repeatedly click it.
You mean the
Oh,
box?
fuck's sake.
Your character just tried to walk into the table. It's quite
Jesus Christ, Dio.
I wish I could throw something
Get
at you.
over it.
Yeah.
We have
Swear.
we also have, did you get his lunch in?
If
A
one
luncheon
person
delivered
finds
to the
evidence,
mayor?
Every person who finds evidence.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Where'd you go?
I found
think-
the best part of the game. You can
I'm gonna...
cat.
I'll go to the bank.
Come over here and click the cat.
Pet the cat.
Oh,
I can't
mine
pet
says,
the cat.
Mine says fluffy little fella.
Oh, guys, it's the creepy banker at the bank.
Oh.
I'm gonna talk to him.
Meow. There we go, pet the cat.
So
Fluffy little fella.
Ooh. Painting question for me. What happened?
I'm gonna go to the butcher.
In the mayor's office. I was here all the time from sundown. I would have. Seen
Yeah,
someone
can you
break-
not read out loud? Because I'm also trying to read.
Sorry, I didn't mean I was. Didn't realize I was doing it.
Boo doo doo doo. See, this is why I use push to talk, because I can read aloud to my audience without none of y'all hearing me. Honestly, don't know who could have done it. The painting. Everyone in town has been heard about grabbing. Yeah, I'm disinterested by this individual. To the bank.
Oh. Okay. There's people in the back. I'm gonna talk to the cat.
Pays to be informed.
Pet the cat.
So naturally, I keep a note of everyone's personal affairs for quality and training purposes.
Oh, you can.
Some people might call me a snoop, but I prefer
Indeed,
the
to be
beat it
right.
in the... Oh. Gratitude will make for quite the asset, so I'll help with your investigation. If you need to know about someone's
okay,
finances,
I don't think
just
it's
ask.
the banker.
I don't think so either, also because he was the dude, like, at the start.
Well, that might even make me think that it's him as like a kind of red herring. But I based on the conversation I just had with him, he's very shady, but he's stated that the mayor's favor would be quite an asset to him. So
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why he would have to steal it, especially when he was apparently involved in getting it made.
Yeah, I was snooping on your conversation.
That you were in the room. I could
Yeah.
see that's not really snooping.
No, I mean, it just meant I didn't have to go through the dialogue options myself. I could just read what you guys were saying, which is
Right,
nice.
yeah.
I'm just chilling with the butcher, who apparently the mayor is their favorite customer because they single-handedly keep them in business.
Have you guys
I'm a little
spoken
rusty
to
at the
Zeke?
piano.
I did. He's a bit creepy.
Would you have anything more to say? Or
I don't know how suspicious I am of him yet, but he.
what did he say?
Where do I find those words? Dialogue history with Zed.
You'd have to read everything just
So-
so it's interesting.
to open the conversation, he said, "The mayor's so mad, I better." And then he saw me and said, "Sheriff." He didn't do it.
I can't view your guys' dialogue history. I can just view my own.
No, but if there is ever a line that you think is interesting,
you can
I've
pin
got
it.
to do this with the banker. Pin it, and then everyone sees it.
Yeah. I'm actually going to head to the... we've got someone at the butcher. I know different places open at different times of day.
I'm just trying pinning this because the butcher, I think, is the one that made the lunch.
Yeah. That would make sense.
She has indiscriminate meat, so...
Yeah. Do we have, like, the actual lunch itself as an item?
Oh,
We do.
Yeah.
Z's spoken to me. Outlaw powers, here we go.
I'm gonna take that back to the sheriff's office because I might be able to investigate further.
He said, and he made it clear that I didn't hear this from him. I didn't hear this from anybody, but he said, I heard it's already been sold for more money than I've ever seen.
Oh, I
Ooh.
got that line as
Oh,
well.
fuck's sake, man.
Dio!
Dio.
Why did you ruin my cool?
That's an
Zoe,
important
you
note.
did it.
It's not well done, Zoe. You already did it.
So note to self, we cannot trust any... We have to basically talk to who Dio has talked to in the future. We'll remember that for next time.
If
We should-
anything interesting is said, say it
Hey,
or pin
banker,
it.
I want to talk to you about
I didn't realize
that.
that was that interesting.
What do you mean?
That was literally the only clue we've gotten.
That's all the information we have so far. This is
That
the
boy made
most
some ill-advised
interesting thing
financial
we've seen
decisions
so
a few
far.
years back.
If
He was
it
trying to
helps,
get
I
rich
just got some
quickly.
beef
It's an
jerky
old
off the,
story.
the
Owns
I
his
think you
house,
know that it doesn't.
and his principal
I can
occupations are petty
confirm that the
crime and
mayor was
starvation.
drugged.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh.
A sleep aid was applied to the lunch at
Who said
Valerian
that?
route. I did, because I investigated it with the forensics kit.
Ah.
I
now
also
if you go
found
and-
something. Talking to the banker about the dude Dio is talking to. The bank owns his home, and his principal occupations now are petty theft and starvation. He was trying to find a way to get rich quick. It might be worth bringing the evidence, talking to the butcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, talks about this. Alright. Zed has also said that a lot of people are suspicious of him, but he swears he didn't do it.
It's in. How do I? I'm trying to see how I present to her a pinned message.
Okay. Well, okay, so we have two important things so far.
The meat was dodgy.
The meat was dodgy, and that the painting has already been sold for a lot of money. Also, maybe that could end up relating to the banker.
Yeah, because he went, "Hey, I can make more money out of this."
Wait, hold on.
So I keep running into the saloon to push the keys of the thing again.
We could show the luncheon now that we know it's poisoned. Show the luncheon to the butcher, because that might trigger a "Do you know how this was poisoned?"
I think this
Okay.
might have been a job by both Zed and the butcher based on the dialogue option I just got.
Go on.
I pinned it. But I don't see it now that I've pinned it. How do I?
Yeah, the
repin it?
pins are
have.
weird.
How do I
Sometimes
repin
I
it?
think, yeah.
Here we go. Pinned.
Pinned.
When I asked about who she thought did it, she said Zed's. Well, he's a desperate layabout who hangs around the town square, but I really like him.
I did also ask the butcher about Zed earlier, and she said at one point he fought a coyote for the contents of her garbage can, and they eventually made friends with each other.
So I saw some rascal in the dead of
Oh.
night carrying the painting
Zed
out of
and
the
the
mayor's
coyote.
house, but I couldn't make out who it was. What were you doing in the middle of the night? Well, I've had a hard time lately, and butchery helps me when I'm when I'm stressed. Up late rhythmically cutting meat. Weird. Alright.
I just pinned another message from Zed. I asked him about the banker, and he said that guy, he's just a criminal too, you know, a
I mean-
legal criminal. How's that even fair?
Tricky.
I just thought that was worth sharing.
Yeah.
That might be something.
I can't go to the Oh wait, I'm at the butcher. So that's why.
I'm asking
It seems
Zed
to
about
be a
the
common
butcher.
opinion that nobody likes the banker.
Zed really likes the butcher. I think I saw her go and see the mayor during the evening. She told me before she had an appointment, I think. Okay, that's more information.
Ooh.
I just pinned another message from Zed when asking about the butcher.
Could we go back and talk to the mayor, see if anything we found might actually lead anywhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking around. I've got more things I want to talk to Zed about, but you guys feel free.
Cool,
Also, appears we can't, like, multiple of us can't talk to him at the same time.
no, we have to do it one by one.
The mayor just sits in his office all day. He probably doesn't even know I exist. I hope he doesn't. From Zed. That might be related to Zed being, I hope the mayor doesn't know about me because I stole the painting. I don't know.
He just said, I should have charged him with vagrancy years ago. Just submit the case report and I'll have him locked up this instant. That's what the mayor said about Zed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
He really wants his picture book back from my drawer, and I don't know how to give it to him.
I also don't know how to tell the mayor about the pinned messages. Like, do I have to, like, mention the person who said it to me?
I don't know.
I wonder if the pin messages are just meant to be for us, or just keeping track of information for ourselves.
It was after the sweet beef brisket of hers I fell asleep on the spot. So he is aware that it made him fall asleep. He doesn't know that it was drugged.
Can you show him the thing, the luncheon?
I did, and that was...
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Okay.
She's my official meal supplier, and then when I asked him afterwards about the butcher, he said, oh yeah, made me fall asleep on the spot.
I'm going to talk to the banker and ask him about the different... Oh!
I've just got a message. I asked the banker about the butcher's money.
Oh!
So let me pin the message before.
Yeah.
I just walked in and saw that. That is interesting.
Where's it gone, banker? So the message before that was... The butcher used to worry about her money troubles, but this morning she promised me she'd be paying off her loans very soon. Then she winked at me. She's a strange one. Maybe she was trying to charm me, or maybe.
I kind of want to... This is weird. Since my guy's item seems useless, I want to pull the gun on the butcher.
Okay, here's my current thinking.
I think I lied about. If you get anything wrong, I won't talk to you anymore. Okay.
I have a small theory.
Yes.
So, I think that it was the butcher and Zed who sold it. The butcher needed to pay off her loans to the creepy banker. Zed and the butcher fancy each other, so he was obviously willing to help her. He's hoping that the mayor doesn't know who he is. And he said, don't tell anyone how I know this, but I know that it has already been sold for a lot of money.
See, I kind of think the butcher is trying to frame him.
So...
What makes you think that?
Some of her dialogue. Which one was it? I'm gonna look back through the dialogue log. Where was it?
So I just asked the banker about his own finances. And he said, you want to know about me? I'm flattered and slightly uncomfortable. Look, I'm financially successful. I'm sophisticated. I didn't need, all in capitals, need to steal the gigantic painting. What a vulgar way to make money.
Yeah. I think because also what she says about that night kind of frames it as she saw someone. I think it might be both of them or just her. Do we want to submit our case report?
We can only put one. I am leaning really heavily towards the butcher because even if Zed was an accomplice or she's trying to frame him, also we know that the mayor hates him.
Yeah. So, I think we're ready to fill out our case reports.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain on calling, and it was the meat that was poisoned. There's too many things that could be put against her. What are you giggling about?
I just tried to present my sheriff's badge to my desk, and he went, "It's a desk. What of it?"
Also, in the top left, you have to vote for us to proceed.
Yeah.
Today.
I even if we don't have it concrete, there are just too many things against her.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. It's got to be her.
Realistically, be anyone else.
This also doesn't seem like one of those puzzle games that tries to intentionally trick you.
No, and if it was...
Also, this was a quick 15-minute one that kind of introduced you.
Yeah.
So
Who stole the portrait? Drum roll. Your selection, Butcher. That was a horrible drum...
Yeah, my keyboard is making a noise.
There we go. Is that a better drum roll? To think that Betsy could come up with such a plan. I can't drum roll and talk. These working people, they have a cunning to them. That's classist as hell. Still, my painting is back where it belongs and I'm getting hungry. All's well that ends well.
I mean, looking at the mayor, I'm not surprised he's classist.
Yeah, he's literally dressed like the Monopoly Man.
I was about to say, he's the Monopoly Man.
With a little bit of Colonel Sanders.
A text line I got from the banker about him was, "He's the
We did
richest
it!
man."
Ba-da-ba-ba!
Yeah!
Are we ready for the real McCoy? Oh, there's a what happened. Yeah, let's see.
Ooh.
Is it going to be a cute little cutscene of her schnaffling the painting?
Probably.
Lunch.
Oh.
This would prove to be a particularly expensive lunch for the mayor. I love the maracas. Betsy the Butcher asked me to get her the valerian root.
Ah.
I heard it helps with...
He was an accomplice.
I heard... No, listen. I heard it helps with sleep. Does she have trouble falling asleep at night? The guy just literally had no idea. He just has a crush on her too, and he just has no idea. What keeps Betsy? Oh, this is Dio.
Whack! No, that wasn't the voice. I forget what the voice was.
Wow! Why'd you made him freaking Wario?
He's gonna be Waluigi. What keeps Betsy up at night? Must be her dire financial situation. He's down south.
I just skipped the out. I just skipped it.
Moving on.
New rule: the banker's voice changes every time they talk.
I should have known there was something wrong with when my lunch was seasoned. It's not natural. That valerian root knocked me out completely right after lunch. Fun fact: valerian root is actually a paralyzing agent. It's not a sleep-inducing agent, but it does induce paralysis. When the mayor woke up, he found the portrait stolen.
Patriot stolen.
The
Portrait
Patriot.
I'm
the Patriots.
I have diplopia, okay? Reading is hard, especially when I'm trying to do it quickly. Ernest said he saw someone hauling something that way from the town hall that afternoon. I knew it must have happened before sundown. So it was Betsy the Butcher? I can't believe this. Oh, poor guy. There we go.
Nailed it.
Alright. You ready for the real deal?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. I do like that little breakdown at the end.
Yep, thank you for the reminder to hide my screen. The break-in. I need to stand because my hip is slipping. Ow.
Slip sliding all over the place.
Yeah, unfortunately. There's your code.
That's a good code. Look at that code.
I don't even know how to pronounce it.
I'm not going to say
Attempting it
it.
would
Yeah,
probably be a bad idea.
Also, looking at the timer, this might be a bug. I only have options of 15, 20, and an hour. Oh, sorry, 15, 20, and nothing in no timer.
I thought that's what...
Instead of an hour like it says it's supposed to take. So I'm definitely hitting relaxed.
I mean, it might be 20 minutes for each day, but it takes 3 days.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We don't have to do the time if you guys don't need to.
I'm readying up.
I think
I
not
want
doing the timer
I
for the
want
best.
to pick locks. Let me pick locks this time.
I mean, you probably will get to now.
Yeah.
I
was
want to pick locks.
I was super hoping you'd be able to lockpick the desk. Also, have we all tried to play the piano? Can any of us play the piano in the saloon?
No, I hit one key and go...
Me too. I'm hoping one of us knows how to play the piano, because that would
Where's
be great.
the piano?
In the saloon, far right.
Oh, I don't
Crib?
go in the saloon.
Try it out. I'm hoping one of us knows how to play it. Maybe we should start with seeing if we can learn if any of us know how to play the piano. The real important things in Whispers of the West isn't the puzzles, it's finding out which of us can play the piano.
It's petting the cat, playing the piano.
Trip, you can turn off the. You can put the game back on the stream.
Oh, yep, thank you for the reminder.
You join us in the bank.
This is outrageous. Someone broke into the bank last night. My bank. Man. The very fabric of society is under threat. The lawless hordes are about to descend upon us. We need answers yesterday. I can think of a few people with the audacity to try a job like this. Get over here.
Get over here. The banker just becomes Scorpion.
Nice.
Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Mortal Kombat on TikTok.
I just watched compilations of the fatalities.
Yep. Well, not even the fatalities. I've been interested in the lore. It's very interesting lore.
I don't care. I just like the violence.
I also do like violence. Violence go woo. The banker reported a break-in last night. He's anxiously awaiting you at the scene of the crime.
He's gonna have to anxiously wait a minute longer because we have to play a piano.
Yeah, we do.
Wait,
let's all go to the saloon.
Is what's her face in the? No, what's her face isn't in the
jail cell. Piano. Oh yeah, I can talk to the drunkards this time.
I can't interact with it.
Who found the butcher's brother? Foreman.
Falcon went to the mine, I guess.
Falcon.
No.
No. I can actually see that you're at the butcher. You lying booger. Get over here.
I went to the
I'm in the saloon.
Oh.
We can't go to the mine.
I think it's just one of the people in this room.
No, it's Dio. I can literally see him on the map. Get over here.
Dio, come to the saloon.
I wanted to see if what's her face was there, and
You can look in a minute. Why you do this thing where the group is like, let's all do this thing together, and you go, but I'm gonna do this thing first and make all of you wait instead of doing it afterwards.
Alrighty, have you all interacted with the piano?
I can't.
I cannot either.
I actually can't interact with it anymore either. Did they take away the piano privileges?
I think they took away our piano
This
privilege.
is bullshit.
Okay.
Right, let's go to the bank so we can get
No, wait.
We could go explore.
Let's go to the square. We need to find out about the cat. Did they remove petting the cat too?
Cat.
If they did, I'm gonna have to write a sternly worded DM. I'm gonna have to write a sternly worded DM. I can't pet the cat anymore.
I'm just gonna talk to the banker.
Wait.
Yeah, let's go to the banker.
You tried to present your gun.
I did.
Oh, here we go.
I did.
I've already found evidence.
I can't even talk to the cat.
There are footprints on the floor.
They start and end at the front door.
Look on the main door was pried open by force. Whoever broke it must have known the banker was out. Okay, that's
interesting.
Evidence. Evidently, it wasn't me. I wouldn't need to open it with brute force. My trusty lockpicks would do the...
I'm watching like you both have your dialogue options on different sides of the screen. I was trying to read them both, and it was very overwhelming. Can you science kit the footprints?
I was gonna try. I can't present it to the science kit.
Oh.
But footprints are in the inventory, so I could.
Hey, I called you to. He didn't like us snooping about his files.
So, did the banker say anything interesting?
I pinned it. He was out on confidential business.
Okay, so he was out doing something shady, and whoever stole it knew that.
Also, he
Someone
always
must have broken the windows from the inside.
He also always sweeps before leaving.
You don't have a career anymore.
Well, yeah, that's just more evidence that it would have happened when he left.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think we need to figure out what he was doing, because that might help us figure out who knew about it.
What was that?
He
Oh,
went
this
to
is
see
important
a lady
info.
friend.
Put something important
It's
in
Kevin!
in the pins.
Ooh. Pinned.
We are not looking for just one person.
2 people. 2 distinct sizes and patterns of prints.
No one's answered my question. Who is Kevin?
I don't know.
Kevin
Dio
is
Kevin.
one of the people at the bar.
Yeah.
One of the people at the back in the bar.
Inside,
Talking
the
to
glass is
someone
slightly
else.
frosted. And they're closed.
I'll visit them in
It's also worth noting
other-
they might have broken the window because you can't see out of it normally.
it's a frosted glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said broken from the inside.
Yeah. All right.
Found character. Oh, you found a.
Yeah,
person.
the
Anyway.
person talking to
What has
Kevin
Mr.
is talking
Brown
to.
retired with Bronson?
I like how
Okay.
most of us went, hey, something heavy was needed to pry open the door? Blacksmith.
Oh, I was just going. I was just picking somewhere to go.
From this window, one can see the back door of the butcher's house. You can only see the butcher's shop from here. She had a regular
that might
visitor
be-
recently.
You talked to him.
Yeah, a regular visitor recently. I wouldn't pay it any heed, but it's one of her brother's favorite subjects. When he's round here ranting away as he does. So the banker might have been visiting the butcher. And they might have been having some fun times.
Well,
Well, that would make a lot of sense.
Also, that's the only thing I seem to be able to talk to him about.
I found the bartender again.
Ooh.
Let's see, I can ask him about... I wish I could ask him about the door.
Guys?
Hmm?
The first thing the bartender says, howdy, we were just having ourselves an impromptu conversation on the subject of that bank robbery.
I mean, I would also be talking about the bank robbery if I were in that situation.
If you're living in a small town and there's one bank, everyone is very much wants to know if their money is stolen from the
I
bank.
misread it originally. I didn't see that. I thought you just said we were having an impromptu conversation on the subject of bank robbery, just like in general.
I got an interesting dialogue from the blacksmith. He's...
Go on.
Ah, so you're working for the banker. I thought you were with someone else. Never mind.
Pin it.
Okay.
I accidentally clicked past it. I'll go in dialogue history.
So, apparently there's a geologist at the mine.
Yeah, I saw the lock of the
Fine.
bank was pried open late that night. Did you find anything missing? We did find things missing. Cash. You found cash missing from the bank. If you catch whoever did it, how much trouble would they be in it exactly?
Butcher's brother.
That's a good question. How much trouble would they be in exactly? Do I want to present him with the gun?
I was just given alcohol.
I'm pretty sure I have just confirmed the banker was seeing the butcher.
Yeah, we did confirm that via the blacksmith dialogue.
What
I
did
mean,
you
I
find,
confirmed.
DA?
The butcher's brother said unusual. Well, yes. I mean, my sister hasn't seen anyone for years. I guess that's unusual. Kind of
Yeah, 'cause they were
implying.
having an affair.
Yeah.
Okay, I've just been talking to Mr. Brown and Kevin in the bar. We're having a great chat. I introduced the butcher's brother to them, and he might have a vendetta against the foreman for his missing leg.
Ah, yes, now that you mention it, I remember looking out the window last night just after hearing gunshots.
Oh.
I couldn't
Wow.
see much on the street from here, but I did see someone open the bank window, look outside, then hurry away.
Are you talking to him? I'm talking to him.
I asked him about the curtain.
Oh.
Didn't catch their face, though. Just their silhouette in the lamplight. I thought it must have been the banker. But do you think it could have been the thief? Yeah, I do.
So I found the weapon.
Oh,
If we find a crowbar, it was the stagecoach driver's because it got pinched off him.
Oh.
okay. I just noticed we have some items that I could go investigate, so good to do that.
Yes, science.
I don't think the
Missing
bartender is a suspect at all.
I don't think so either. I do want to talk to these 2 people drinking. Hello, people drinking. I can only talk to one of you. Something very nostalgic about the bank robbery really takes me back. I'm glad I retired from that sort of thing a long time ago. So Mr. Brown is a retired thief?
Okay, I can't find anything about the items, the drink and the poster. And there's nothing special about the cash because this bank doesn't mark their bills.
Mr. Brown thinks it was you, Jezebel! Or talks about it like that it might be you as a suspect. Jezebel, I actually believe she's innocent. We didn't work with wildcards like her back in the day if we could help it. Hey, are you alright? Anything Uncle Brown can help you with?
Okay, I've got information from the bartender. I asked him if anything unusual happened on the night of the robbery, and he said, yes, the coyotes were running about that night. Not unusual, but they must have given the poor butcher's brother a fright. He came rushing in here late at night, all breathless and sweating like a bloated horse. I sat him at his regular table and gave him a drink to settle his nerves. This was a few minutes after I heard gunshots outside. Poor guy, gunshots ain't unusual in this town, but he was in an explosion a while back. The sound probably put him back there.
So, I just have some information. This is about the banker's brother. He was rushing from the bank to the saloon just after the gunshots went off.
Do you mean the butcher's brother?
That's what I said. They must have spooked him. I know they spooked me.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Huh?
I just explained how the bartender said that the butcher's brother ran in here during the robbery because of
So I was talking.
Listen to me.
I was talking to Zed and concentrating.
This is so chaotic. Also, I think I can wholly say Mr. Brown is not a suspect. I don't think he's a suspect. Cat. Meow.
Okay. So what we have so far, we think that the butcher has been having an affair with the banker for years. We think that is what he was out doing, the confidential business he was out doing at the time of the robbery.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, possibly from coyotes or from God knows what, the butcher's brother ran into the saloon during the robbery a few minutes after the gunshots were fired. Is there anything else that we have at the moment?
If you look at the last 3 pinned messages, it says about how Zed saw the blacksmith with his rifle go in when he saw the door was open.
We should bring that to the blacksmith.
Good point. Also, did you get anything else from the forensics kit, Deputy?
The only thing was the footprint information.
Gotcha.
And the nothing else came up with anything except for the fact that the bank doesn't use marked notes for tracking them. So we won't know if someone has any stolen money.
The blacksmith is being so suspicious.
Yeah, I'm leaning a bit towards him.
Yeah.
He does say, I prefer earning honest money when asked about the poster, which I found interesting.
So far, there's still 2 locations we've not been able to get to. One is the mine, and the other is the church.
Hold on. On the... Have any of you guys looked at the notice board in the square?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
The poster about the 20% off. 20%.
Peach County Railroad investment, 20% annual return guaranteed. Who's going to believe this? I think that could be significant in some way because someone just robbed a bank to get a lot of money.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how we get the day to progress to access the church, blacksmith, and mine.
We need to... It's the next hour there.
Okay.
I'm still...
No,
I do have... I think the mine foreman might be somewhat suspicious because it was mentioned that the mines the goods from the mine are getting cheaper and cheaper now, so they might be it might stop being profitable, so they might be trying to make a break or find something else to move on to.
Why can't I talk to the bartender? It's not letting me.
The stage driver says I was escorting a visitor here from the city tonight on the foreman's request, so I was doing some maintenance on the cart. I checked my shot. Oh yeah, that's in his crowbar was stolen. Find my crowbar, you probably found my thief.
It's not letting me talk to anyone.
And the stagecoach driver claims he was out of town. Do we want to progress to the next day?
Give me 1 second.
Hold on.
Ooh, wait, who was the person who saved the cat?
Blacksmith, I think.
Blacksmith.
Okay, I'm gonna present the blacksmith to the cat. I cannot present this. Okay, damn.
Probably, yeah. Meow.
Okay, I've run out of options with the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Butcher's brother likes the blacksmith. The butcher's brother said he's the only decent man in this town. I can talk about a few things with him, and he doesn't interrupt or laugh. It's a shame about all the debt his father left him with.
Bum bum bum.
Things are not looking good for... Well, maybe his father invested in that railroad thing, and that left him with a lot of debt, and so he had to rob the bank to make ends meet.
Wait, blacksmith. I know it's going to be one of those that it probably won't show up
Doesn't
yet.
the window in the blacksmith, doesn't that point at another... Did it point at the butcher's or at the bank?
Yeah, the back door of the butcher's house.
I spoke to the butcher and I interacted with the back door. The back door is bedrooms for the butcher and the butcher's brother. She said that she built them. So if he somehow knew that the banker and the butcher were having an affair, he would see... That's how he would know when the banker wasn't there, because he would see either him arrive in that room or her leave that room to go meet him. So if we can pinpoint him having knowledge of their affair, I think we can pin it on the blacksmith. We know that his father gave him debt, possibly from the railroad, and if he had a way to know about the affair, then he had easy access to the bank. Am I crazy?
No, I don't think you're crazy. I think it's a good theory. I think we should progress to the next day, see what we can get.
Yeah, remember in your case report, you do have access to dialogue history.
Yeah.
So if you forgot something, you can just jump in there quickly.
There are 3 days in this case.
Yeah, but it only shows your personal dialogue history.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've heard stories of men who can tell everything about a crime from a footprint. It's all fiction to make the sheriff seem competent. Thanks, Butcher's brother. Thank you for that oh so useful intel.
Good old classic Sherlock Holmes joke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the blacksmith shot at the coyotes, trying to kill
That's
the
another
cat,
Scottish invention.
which is what scared the butcher's brother into running into the saloon.
Are we all ready to move on to the next day?
I think so.
I don't involve myself in other people's business, except the bank's business. I didn't pay it no mind. I don't know if I trust the blacksmith.
I will also say, on this case, we do only have a 1 box for some reason.
Wait! Blacksmith! You can only see the butcher's shop from here. She had a regular visitor recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know. The banker, they're having an affair.
No, I know, but fuck's sake, Dio. This is the evidence that he knew about the affair that I was talking about.
Yeah.
I think it's him. Anyway, I'm clicking the tick.
Yeah, he's had a ton of suspicious dialogue as well, asking questions like, what will happen to whoever did this?
We don't have to say now. Next day.
Yeah, we don't have to confirm anything.
Oh, I thought we had to confirm it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, Blacksmith is currently our number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Blacksmith number 1, Brother number 2.
Jesus Christ, that was loud.
That was very loud.
I'm glad
It seems there was more to the break-in than first appeared. The banker reports something else is missing.
Oh,
here we go.
The thick plottins.
The thick plottins.
Transformers more than meets the eye.
who broke into the bank. The banker reports something else is missing.
Okay, I think before we move on, I think it would be worth going, because we've pinned a lot of shit and we've said a lot of shit. I think it would be worth just sifting through everything we learned yesterday and figuring out like the loose ends and our theories and stuff like that. Okay, so there were 2 sets of footprints in the bank. I'm actually going to write some of this down.
I'm also starting to think the 2 sets of footprints might not have necessarily been 2 robbers.
Yeah, no, because one of them could have been, if it wasn't the blacksmith, one could be the robber, one could be the blacksmith.
Right. I'm thinking our footprint sets are brother and blacksmith right now.
Well, there's also the fact that 2 different things have been stolen, or like we're now being told something else was taken.
I think we should probably wait.
We're just going through. Yes. So.
Well, we should probably wait to do that until we learn what the new piece of information is.
2 sets of. No, I just want to. Just because I'm very scatterbrained about all the stuff, so I just want to write it down.
Okay.
So that I can refer back. 2 sets of footprints. Window broken from the inside. Window broken from inside. Banker and butcher affair.
Oh, new character found priest?
Banker
the church must be open.
Affair. Guys, I'm writing. Slow down.
It was Dio. I was just trying to pet the cat again.
Huh?
Why do you always do these things?
I was
You patient bitch. Blacksmith knows? Question mark?
Dio!
I'm talking.
No, don't. That's what we're
Stop.
saying.
Oh, okay.
I've said 50 times, let's go through everything we learned on day 1 before we go out and learn more stuff.
Okay, I'm back.
Butcher's brother.
I was just trying to pet the cat. I wasn't talking to anyone.
Scared by gunshots, ran into a saloon. Scared by gunshots. Blacksmith. Ran into saloon. What else? What else did we find out? The lock was pried.
You pried up with a crowbar from the stagecoach driver.
From the stagecoach driver.
Look pried. Crowbar.
I really find the idle animation for the
and we
hat
know
funny for
that
some reason. It just kind of wobbles.
The blacksmith's father left him with debt, possibly from the railway thing.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
And we know that it was a small-time crook because they didn't bother to crack the safe.
Here we go. All right.
Right? Is that so? We've got all that down. I just think because that's a lot of information and we didn't have it all. It was very scattered, and I think it's good to have that cohesively before we go and get bombarded with more information.
All right, my stream is officially back up. I'm stuck, however.
Do we need to?
I think we might have to leave because Trip is also not in with the rest of us.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to me.
Can you join?
Are you just spectating?
No, I was
just
full on stun locked. Like I couldn't move. I could just open my notebook. Can I join my own game?
That's kind of funny.
Is it gonna let you? You're gonna come back?
Let's see. It says loading. I don't know. I don't know how my internet went out because nothing else went down. Just OBS went pop.
It was your stream and it was the game.
Well, no, so... the game went down because when OBS like restarts everything when it's trying to restart a stream.
Oh,
During one of those restart cycles, it just froze me.
Are you just stuck on a loading screen, maybe?
I might be, yes. I don't know.
It's fine. Well, this is why it's good that I wrote all this shit down, because if we have to restart the fucking game, then we don't have to talk to everyone all over again.
No,
We actually
speak to those specific people.
We do probably still have to talk to everyone to be able to get the dialogue options to use them.
No. We just need the stuff to unlock the characters and the evidence that we can present to people, but we don't need to go through every single dialogue tree that we went through.
Yeah.
I think you might be self-locked.
I might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
All right.
quit the game and then restart it.
That's what I'm doing now.
I'm going to leave the game.
Do a leave.
That's disappointing. I'm still curious what made my internet flicker, because my internet's been actually working better lately than usual, and this surprises me.
Yeah, I'm still very sus of the blacksmith.
Oh yeah, I think. Yeah.
He's the number one so far. We know he knew about the affair, and we know that he's in debt, so he could use the money. And he's clearly not a big time crook. He's not like a career criminal. There's a few loose ends here and there, but unless we get anything that majorly disproves his involvement, the biggest thing for me is the second set of footprints.
Yeah.
There we go. Wait. My stream is now broken in a different way.
In what way?
Oh.
It's not updating with things I've done. Like changes. It's still stuck on the old... the screen I was stuck on previously. Oh, there we go. That was weird. It's fixed it.
Very strange.
Timer.
Oh, I just changed that. There we go. Since we're all in, I'll reveal.
Fujiba.
Fujiba. Alright, time to speedrun day one. You ready?
Okay. First step first, I'm getting the footprints so I can immediately look at them.
I'll go talk to the blacksmith.
I'll go to the rally. The stagecoach driver.
You could just do because there's also the board and
Yeah, I'll just do all that stuff.
yeah, just do all the stuff in the square, and yeah, you could go to the butcher's
Yeah.
or the saloon.
Don't forget to hit your skips.
Skip.
Skipping to the bank.
Kill the letter.
Let's go. Personal item gun.
No, I went to the bank. The banker would have just seen me walk in and then instantly walk back out again.
I see footprints before me.
You can pin stuff if you want to.
Got the coyote information.
Oh,
I pinned an interesting message from the blacksmith.
Yeah, I remember that. That seemed weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, the banker does say I called you. If you try to look at files, said some broke into the place not to mess with the files. So that could be something of the things that was
spoken
stolen.
to the banker yet.
I got the stagecoach information about the crowbar.
Oh, the coyotes are a character. You can talk to people about the coyotes.
Yee.
Fucking butchers, brother. The coyotes are spying on us, but the cats are worse.
Hold on. When I ask the blacksmith about the stage driver, he says, "I don't believe in wanderlust. Just a word a man uses to walk out on his responsibilities. I've got no business with the stage driver."
Mm-hmm.
That might that might be relating to his father, who left him with a lot of debt.
Mm-hmm. That'd be logical.
The banker's name is Albert. I just found out.
There is
No,
potentially another
It's not.
angle.
I disagree. Go on.
Good, because they didn't actually go for the safe. They just took what was like behind the counter.
Mm-hmm.
It could be stealing the money was a cover for something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we were going to find out on day 2 that we didn't get to.
Yeah. So I think we might need to be looking less for financial motives.
Yeah, that's why I was really curious to find out what day 2's twist was. But then my internet crashed.
Okay. I've all but confirmed. I have even more evidence that the blacksmith knew about the affair. When I asked him about the butcher, he said she has no support. She has to support her brother since that accident at the mine, so she's living hand to mouth but never complains. I wish I could be of some help to her, but I'm not exactly doing better here. I've got my own problems to worry about. Maybe that's why she's been seeing her gentleman friend. Yeah, he knows.
Yeah. Also, this bartender piece of information is interesting. He also confirms that the money was probably just a plus aid for something else, because he says, when I was a bank robber, when I was a banker, I was told only the safe and the documents really matter. So I think on day 2 we're going to learn that some of the documents are gone.
Yeah. I think, because also we were allowed to look at the files and interact with it, but as soon as we start to look, he's like, "Don't look at my files."
He's like, yeah, I don't need you to look at my files. They took money.
So maybe, I'm just throwing this is a Hail Mary, but maybe the blacksmith was trying to erase evidence of his debt.
Meow to you too.
I mean, if
it is still him.
I mean, if it's files that would be kept in a bank, presumably that could have something to do with the investments themselves. Or like documents related to that.
Yeah.
Butcher's brother claims he was at the saloon all night, the night of the robbery. But didn't the bartender say that he ran in during the robbery?
Yeah, he ran in and then think he spent the rest of the night there. I think would be my
further confirms my suspicion that he's the other pair of footprints. Interesting.
I'm not too sure about that, because he was injured in the mine accident. He goes about on crutches.
What would his motive be?
That's what I'm going to find out. I'm talking to him right now.
I think it was mentioned by when I was going through the dialogue in the first day by like Mr. Brown or something, that he has a bit of a vendetta against the foreman.
Oh, he also
for the accident.
I'm sorry. Butcher's brother does not like the banker. On an even playing field, I'd be a better banker, but I didn't start out rich like him. Betsy keeps saying he has a lot going on and that she's working on him. Well, everyone has a lot going on, and Betsy is working too hard.
Maybe she's sleeping with him to gain something.
Maybe. Alright, do you think we're ready to skip ahead to day 2?
Zed would never enter the bank while the...
Ask the butcher's brother about Mr. Brown.
Good idea.
Because the blacksmith said, he's a rich man, right? He just offers shady loans the way a retired hunter might shoot for fun.
If I tell you he's the man running the show behind the scenes, will you believe me? There are no gamblers, bootleggers, or gun thugs in Brimstone who don't know Mr. Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, he does just sort of sit there and talks like he knows everything and everyone. Like he's like, at the very least, he could be like the previous sheriff almost.
Oh.
When you ask him about
If
Kevin, he
take the more
says,
positive side.
there's a conspiracy behind everything I'm telling you, you just have to look hard enough. Also, Mr. Brown did tell me that he was an outlaw.
Yeah,
Who is now
I
retired.
missed that part.
He got a big score, and now he's retired, and he just gambles and offers shady loans to people because he's so rich he doesn't have to care.
Yep. Are we ready to skip to day 2?
1 second.
Yeah.
I'm in just a moment.
What was that?
Oh, that might have been me. I fiddle with the mic stand sometimes, and that.
Oh yeah, it made a very loud dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that was definitely me then.
All right, I'm ready.
I play with the mic, the springs on the mic stand sometimes. Yeah.
One tiny thing. I wish I could just hold click and continuously move, because she stops when she gets to where I clicked.
Just
And I
use
have to keep
AD,
clicking.
Zoe.
Yeah, but I'm trying. I'm controlling the game entirely from mouse. And it is a tiny nitpick, but that is my tiny nitpick. Okay, so currently, top suspects are the blacksmith and the butcher's brother.
Yeah.
I think there is more with the butcher and the banker's affair than meets the eye.
I really want to find out what's going on with the foreman.
Yeah, I think this will clear a lot of things up.
Yeah. Let's all
First
go to the bank.
Let's all go to the
I
bank.
went to the church.
There are
Come to
many
the bank.
footsteps on the floor. They start and end at the front door. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I just didn't interact with it on day 1, so now it's just like, oh, new information for you. It's not actually new. Alphabetical. 26 always
26,
arranged in alphabetical order.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
what's
do you want to
missing?
read it?
I can't
yeah.
really see it.
Someone messed them up. I've left them as I found them in case you need to take notes.
Which shelf should I inspect? Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Okay, that's 4
Oh,
options.
slowly.
Top left down. A for account holders, B for bank statements, H for high value customers, M for missed payments, F for frozen accounts.
Did you find the missing folder?
Hold on, can you? I'm gonna write these down. Can you? So it
Do
was.
that again.
Yeah.
We could
what
also
option-
pin it.
Can someone whoever's
Yeah.
talking? Can someone click?
Falcon.
Yeah, I need to pick a yes or no for finding the missing folder. I
Oh,
assume the
no,
answer is
we
yes.
haven't found it.
No,
Oh,
just
yeah.
pick no. I just
Yeah.
want to look at the things.
That was the top
Right,
left
go-
shelf.
Top left, and so I can write these down.
Yeah.
So that. A. I'm just gonna do the letters. A.
A, B, H, M, F.
M. F. All right.
Top right. Okay, it is C for checks, I for interrogations, J for journal,
I'm really
K
enjoying
for
this.
key investors,
This is
M
very
for
overwhelming
notices,
with
and,
4 players.
W for withdrawal requests. Got all that?
Yep.
And move on to bottom left. D for deposit requests, O for overdraft, P for payables, Q for questionable debts, V for vested hitman, S for savings, T for transactions.
Okay.
And the final one, bottom right. Apparently someone found a zucchini family.
That was you.
E for expenses, R for reconciliation, U for useful contracts, X for exchanges, Y for yearly accounts, Z for the zucchini family, G for the general ledger. So zucchini
Okay,
family
so-
is the unique one.
Are we looking for the missing letter?
Yeah, the missing letter of the alphabet.
Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H,
I'm
I,
guessing L because
J,
I don't remember hearing
K.
L.
Is it L?
I think it's L.
I also just said undeafened. I was counting going through it in my head, I'm pretty sure the only letter I didn't hear was L.
Yeah, it's L. MNOPQRST
Loan documents.
WXY. Yeah, it's
Loans.
L.
Elf.
Loans.
Wait, what? They're gone? Yeah. Those documents detail confidential information about all the loans in Brimstone, amounts, overdrafts, and what the loans were for.
Mr. Brown is the dude who does shady loans. So, loan.
There are
file.
4 people currently waiting on repaying loans.
Hold on,
The
hold
priest.
on, hold on.
Okay, I'm penning this message.
Loan file missing. Mr.
So we are narrowed down to exactly 4 suspects, according to the banker. Priest, blacksmith, bartender, foreman. 4 people had their information in that file.
Suspect, priest, blacksmith.
I hope it's the priest as the other one. That'd be interesting, but I don't think so.
Bartender. And the foreman.
I don't think it's the bartender.
I don't think so either, but I think we should talk to all of them about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Priest.
I can try to recall if you wish to ask me about them. I can't ask any more. Actually, I could present the people to them.
Yeah. Well, we have to go grab the people, because we don't have all of them.
I'll take the blacksmith.
I will head to... Oh, we've already got... Dio's already at the church, silently going off by himself.
I said
No, he did
church!
say.
Oh, I did not hear him.
Yeah.
I'll go to the mine.
Everyone knows he inherited a very large sum of debt from his gambling father. He works very hard.
I'm working. Some of us actually have jobs and contribute to society.
Oh
Oh my
Interested
god, the
least.
priest is... I've just seen the picture of the priest. He's fucking terrifying.
Bankers should be protecting
missing
documents like those with his life. Did you know how much sensitive information there is in those documents? He should be more careful.
Oh.
How much do you know so far?
But the blacksmith's debt is to the Zucchini family. That's the second time that name's come up.
Zucchini,
Hold on,
I
can-
spit
I
on
can
the
present it
name.
to him then.
If I ever find out their identities, I'll... The foreman wants to murder whoever the Zucchini family is.
Foreman came to me and requested a loan to buy a mine recently. He managed his mine, although he doesn't technically own it.
When I told the blacksmith that the files had been stolen, he said, "Huh, but why?" So.
Apparently, the blacksmith has been actively working to pay the debt.
Yeah, he's been paying the interest, but the banker said even if he continues his business as is, it would take him a lifetime to pay it back.
The foreman's really rude.
Yeah, apparently the foreman's discovered some kind of gemstone beneath the town, I believe, and hired a geologist to confirm the exact contents of it.
Okay, this might be okay. This is important. I presented the Zucchini family to the blacksmith, and he gave me the option to say, "Did they send you?" If I say no, he just shuts up and says, "The less you know, the better." If I say yes, he asks me who exactly sent us: Luigi, Martina, Raymond, or Harriet. So we need to
Damn it!
figure out.
Waluigi. Apparently, the foreman's reason for wanting to get a loan to purchase the mine was included inside the loan documents, and it includes the gemstone. So,
This is... When I asked about anything unusual, the foreman goes, "Why don't you ask the priest about his daughter?" and then starts maniacally laughing. That's creepy. What about the daughter?
When I asked the blacksmith about the priest's daughter, he says, "I have work, sorry."
Father Ezekiel's apparently
go
the
talk to
greediest man in town.
the bartender person, because they're not listed up in the characters.
Oh, I see.
The daughter is adopted.
Yeah.
No. Oh no, wait. Here's it.
Yeah.
There's a freaking Jaws reference in here!
What?
If you present your gun to the foreman, he says, "I heard you once shot the whiskers off a catfish to prove a point. I once exploded a shark with dynamite for no reason. We are not the same."
I spoke to the
I love
bartender, so y'all can present him.
Okay, the priest took out a loan a few years ago to repair the church. However, he's been
Oh, that's
particularly
funny.
infrequent with his repayments.
A guest of the foreman will be staying at the saloon, tomorrow night. You'll have a new person to pester. What a treat.
Once again, the Zucchini family are brought up in relation to the priest.
Yeah, this is. They are at the center of this. I'm very sure of that.
Oh, Clayton Sr. lost money gambling to the foreman.
I'm gonna stop writing things down because I'm not playing the game. I'm just writing things.
Yep, the priest knows Raymond Zucchini, which I see someone has pinned, who threatens the priest in letters.
The bartender took out a loan last year. He said he was going to build an ice vault for the saloon. He's not been able to keep up repayments, but he's also one of the most successful businesses here, which the banker doesn't seem to understand. So the bartender is not actually paying back their loan, despite presumably being able to.
And the priest says even though he's scared of the Zucchini family who are threatening him about his loans to them, he's still very slow at repaying his loans. I'm very curious about the crowbar still.
The blacksmith, when asked about Kevin, was like, I don't understand him. He just loafs about. Where does a man like him get the money to live a life like that? So Kevin's income may be of interest, might be related to Mr. Brown or the Zucchini family.
Well, Kevin's been losing a whole bunch in gambling. That's what we know to Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, him saying he was just gambling with Kevin all night long, stealing all his money.
And yet he doesn't care, and he's still loafing about, and has enough money to Kevin. And also, wasn't there a line somewhere about he keeps losing money but seems not to care? So he might just have a lot of money.
Hook, line, and sinker. If you tell Blacksmith you are here on behalf of Raymond Zucchini, he says, I'm doing everything I can. You have to believe me. There's no way I can keep this up. That's why I got the information from talking to the priest. That's why perhaps if you tell me what you know, I can help you. Okay. But I wasn't the only person in the bank that night.
Let's go!
What is it you think that I took? I think you took the money. Alright, let me explain. After I scared the coyotes off, I heard someone scrambling to cross the main street. But by the time I looked, the street was missing. That's when I saw the front door of the bank pried open. So I let myself in just to check, but no one was inside. Then I saw the cash drawers. I swear, I didn't plan to do it. So why?
Read the last 3 messages I just pinned.
My father was a gambler. When he passed, he left me with all his debts. He took out loans large enough I'll be paying them all my life. So I took the cash. I thought the banker wouldn't miss it much, and it would help keep the Zucchinis off my back. The Zucchini family. They've threatened me before. They don't care that I can't pay them back. They just want their money. So there. I'm sorry. I'll return the cash. I'll have to figure out another way. We got one.
Yeah, but it sounds like he was just the crime of opportunity. The loan documents themselves were someone else.
Look at what I pinned from Kevin and Mr. Brown.
It will probably end up being either the priest, the bartender, or the foreman. Most likely the priest or the foreman.
The Zucchini family maybe aren't real?
No, they aren't real.
Well, if we believe Mr. Brown, they're not real. Interesting.
They own Brimstone Bank.
Maybe he's the Zucchini family.
Yeah. Maybe we should talk to the banker about the Zucchini family. Have we done that yet?
I did not do that earlier.
I did. Someone else do the same. See if they can get something else.
It might be worth me doing it. I still haven't picked a lock, and I'm very upset.
The Zucchinis, they're respectable people but firm. They own the bank. Do not take kindly to overdue debts.
That's exactly what I got.
Yeah.
The Zucchini family are notorious for treating their enemies like vegetables in the kitchen.
Alright, so we know we've got one. But it's not the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not the ones who broke into the bank.
Yeah. They were a crime. I'm still curious about...
Okay, also... I'm going to talk to the priest. Someone should talk to the foreman and specifically ask about the banker, the butcher, and the butcher's brother to see if we can pry either of them knowing about the affair, because I still think that is the crucial piece of evidence that will help pin the person.
Gotcha. Also, the bank, the brother doesn't do any business at the bank, I learned. He's too broke, and the banker doesn't let him. Dreams of revenge cloud his vision. There is an emptiness inside poor Bill, and I worry about what it might...
Ooh, interesting.
That was interesting.
I'm also going to ask about the foreman as well. Just see what we get.
So we have nothing about the stolen crowbar anywhere that we can bring up to the blacksmith.
Yeah, I think tomorrow will be the day we get blacksmith and the crowbar information.
Hmm.
Also, I somehow got an achievement. The interrogator convinced a culprit to confess. Woo!
Oh.
Nice.
That was from the blacksmith interaction. I love how one of the options for who broke into the bank can be the coyotes.
Yeah, when I asked the... Yeah,
I'm really enjoying this game.
When I asked the preacher about the blacksmith, he talked about... He said he felt sorry about the debts his father left him, and then he said, it makes me consider the debts I might leave my own child one day. I should do better for her. So he's in debt, I think?
Yeah, the priest?
No, the priest has a loan.
He is in debt, yeah, to the...
Zucchinis for the to repair, money taken out to repair the church.
And look after his daughter.
That's how I got the name Raymond. It was from asking the priest about why he fears the Zucchinis. Which is a hilarious sentence to say, might I add. Why do you fear the zucchini? Is it the vitamins, the minerals? Talk!
Apparently the foreman wanted to try to work with Mr. Brown, but Mr. Brown refused.
I'm asking the bartender a couple questions.
Okay. I asked the priest about the butcher, the butcher's brother, and the banker, and I found no evidence that he knew about the affair. Has anyone spoken to the foreman about those things?
About the affair? I forgot. I'll go back.
About prying the foreman for asking them about the butcher, the butcher's brother, and the banker to see if he knows about the affair, because knowledge of the affair might be the crucial piece. Because we know that whoever the main robber was, whoever planned it, knew that the banker wasn't going to be there at that time. So logically, they would have to know about the affair.
Okay, I already spoke to the foreman about the banker. All he said about that was in relation to how he would do a much better job at keeping the bank safe.
Have you asked about the butcher to him?
No, I'm currently going for the butcher's brother, and he's just kind of
Yeah, he does
he
not
should be arrested. They do not like each other. And now for the butcher.
Evidence found meat?
Oh, I'll let you in on. I asked the butcher about the banker, and she said, "I'll let you in on a little secret that worked for me. Here, take him a snack. This is his favorite cut of ham. You give him that and watch it work. It's magic." She basically said. She basically said, "If he won't talk to you, give him meat."
The way to a man's heart is through his stomach, as they say.
I'm gonna go talk to the banker and show him the meat.
Yeah, I'll spectate.
Oh, there's a handy little hint. If you speak to the bartender and ask about the zucchinis, he says,
"Go talk to Mr. Brown." Yeah.
Yeah.
Items.
Yeah, the foreman has nothing on the butcher, the butcher's brother, or the banker.
I wish there was like a button I could click to spectate your conversation directly instead of just seeing it over these boxes that are somewhat covered by the HUD.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I need to move my thing down.
Well, that's none of your business. Please say thank you to her. Only if you'll talk. Fine. This might be important. Oh, so can I talk to him more about stuff? Yeah, we know this. Okay, I'm gonna ask him about the 4 big suspects. The foreman.
I also love that you can say the priest's daughter broke into the bank.
It was the daughter with the help of the coyotes.
She rode in on the back of them.
Okay, the foreman doesn't technically own the mines. I don't know if that if we already knew that.
Yeah.
He was getting out a loan to buy it because he's found gemstones down there. So he wants to buy it before that gets known.
Yeah, I was just checking if that was new. I gave him the meat, and it didn't seem like anything happened.
Can I try something?
I'm gonna give him the meat again. What did you want to ask? Oh, I guess... Oh, no, wait. I didn't see the buttons. Hold on.
Buttons are, in fact, very important.
I'm gonna try asking the foreman again and see if we get any more information. Yeah, that's the same.
Banker's favorite.
What did you want to try?
I have after giving him the meat, maybe ask him about the banker's brother, the butcher's brother.
Okay, I'll try that.
Because he's someone who was a big suspect initially that with the missing of the files we seem to not have a motive for. Maybe he has information about possible motive.
Did we just not talk to the mayor at all today?
Oh,
no,
here we go. This could be something, because the banker said that the butcher's brother blames the foreman for the accident that cost him his leg, even though he was the one in charge of the explosives. A Hail Mary motive for the butcher's brother would be stealing the loan files on the foreman to get some kind of revenge. I don't know how.
It would, if...
Just something to throw into the void.
One other question that might be worth asking him after the meet is about the... Did you ask him about the foreman after the meet?
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Alright. Can I just kind of try a couple things?
Yeah, sure, go for it. I'm pretty sure he's just in post-meet state now anyway. I think we have to keep giving him
I can't even give it to him. It says, I'm not sure what you want me to do with that.
I think it's because I already gave it to him.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
I think he's just in post-meet state now.
Alright.
The mayor mentioned 3 people when I was talking to him.
Uh-huh.
One was the blacksmith saying he'd been discharging weapons late at night as complaints.
What we know about that.
Yeah. The other was complaints about the foreman nearly every single day. And the other is that the drinks at the bar taste like water. They're being watered down.
Wait, Hold on.
All of the information about the gemstones is in the loan documents.
Yeah.
So that is definitely motive. Because without those documents, he can't own the mine. Evidence found drink.
We found that last time.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I forgot to get the drink, but someone said the drinks taste like water, so I'm gonna show this to people. I'm gonna show this to Zeed.
Hello. I have a thing for you. Meat. I don't snack on
I
the job.
actually really like
Do you
root
drink on the
beer. I
job?
wish more people in the saloon left unattended root beer.
Do you think we might have got everything for today?
I'm starting to think so.
Hold on, I just want to show the drink to people.
I showed it to the foreman. He thinks drinking is a poor man's vice.
I'm gonna show it to the priest.
Okay, so the mayor is the one planning to sell the mine to get into railroads.
Yeah, and I think... Oh, yeah, the mine keeps propping up.
Mm-hmm.
It is connected.
I can't give the cat the meat.
Foreman seemed to believe there was some valuable reserve deeper in the mine, but I called an end to it.
This town is due a reckoning on its relationship to the demon drink. Don't Christians drink wine?
Actually, in this time of history, that would have been a no.
And also, when
these
they,
are
when they do, it
Protestants.
stops being wine as well.
Yeah, they believe that through,
Transubstantiation or something.
Yeah, I
they have-
think that's everything.
they have an excuse.
Yeah, my uncle is a priest or was at one point in his life, and he was saying that he'd once argued with other priests about how when communion happens and you drink the wine and you eat like the cracker or the bread or whatever, that's technically a form of cannibalism.
Yeah,
But
because some of them do
church.
think it's literal, but like it's the spiritual equivalent of body and blood, which is why they don't count it as alcohol.
Yeah.
Also, the Old West was a really weird time in terms of his religious history, especially for Christians.
Oh yeah.
Lot of changes in belief systems happened.
Yeah. We still don't know who initially broke into the bank, but we know the blacksmith was the one who took the money, but that wasn't planned, that was impulsive.
Something else has happened. Oh my god, he's not had a good few days.
To be fair, he doesn't deserve them. The more I hear about the banker, the less I feel sorry for him in any capacity.
Uh-huh.
Eat the rich. Sorry, that's also cannibalism.
Well, that's if you consider the rich people.
Yeah.
What's up? I'm going to die!
Found this letter at the door. Keep your mouth shut or find yourself chopped into pieces tomorrow morning. Oh, splendid!
Oh,
That's fun.
I mean, that does sound like what the Zucchini family do.
Well, he is the Zucchini family.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what
gonna get zucchini'd himself.
That's a good point. Let me ask you about the Zucchini family.
I wasn't particularly intending on dying at all, you know. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
The death rate is a letter that we can investigate. I'm gonna take that to the office.
Yeah, I gotta go about the place and ask people about it.
I know where I'm going first.
Well,
Because the foreman said something interesting the other day, saying that the banker should have been protecting that file with his life. Interesting choice of words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "I'm not surprised. If I were him, I would act wisely."
I have some information on the letter.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
The handwriting looks like it was written by a child, or someone's less preferred hand.
Oh. That's less exciting.
Let's ask about the child.
I see we all had the same idea.
Let's ask the child about the death That can't possibly go wrong.
Anyway, where's the child?
She isn't here. You ask the priest and you find out about the...
Oh. I'll talk to the butcher.
She's also adopted, which I find interesting.
Visit the blacksmith.
Oh.
We'll try Faith next. Do you know who else might have writing like a child? Who was the stranger?
I just walked into the bar and they were there.
Neat.
Oh. I just asked the blacksmith about the death threat. They're claiming it's not them.
The Zed
like
says
that.
they wouldn't be that polite.
The butcher theorizes that the banker knows some kind of secret that the death threat writer wants to keep quiet. Probably relating to the Zucchini family or the loans or something.
I'm asking the foreman about it.
Yeah, I didn't get luck, but hopefully you can.
People
It's
take
the
their prices
geologist!
seriously, not
The
surprising.
stranger's the geologist.
Oh,
If I were
brilliant.
him, I would act wisely.
The geologist
foreman
might
got
have
actually
information on the fact that the gem's not real. That's a silver.
Okay.
I mean, it would not be impossible that the foreman's the one behind the death threat.
It's
Yeah.
not impossible. We can confidently. I think we could confidently rule out the blacksmith
Yeah.
Yeah,
as the person
absolutely.
who wrote the death. I'm thinking.
I'm just gonna check the mayor didn't write the death threat just in
The
case.
priest is very sus,
He is.
but that might just be my deep distrust of Christianity.
Might be
Oh,
biased against
the
priests.
geologist is talking about what he found. A fire opal.
All I had to do
Ooh.
was
Sounds like
ply
something
with beer.
Zelda would like.
Get him wasted. That's true. Don't tell anyone else.
To the mine!
Well, the question is now, who knows about it?
Well, the banker knew because that was written inside the loan document.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think.
I think it's the foreman.
Butcher's brother says, I knew it, I knew there was something he was hiding, so the foreman thinks he can buy the mine and keep all the fire opals for himself after what he did to us.
Yeah, because he tried
Well,
to get
I'll show
the,
him.
He
Would be
tried
a
to
shame.
expand the mine down.
Would be a shame if the mayor were to hear of all this and decides he wants to keep the mine after all.
That's a good idea. Let's go and talk to him about that.
Well, hello, Mayor. Fire up, will you say?
I love how the second we learn confidential information, that we go, let's go tell everyone.
Yeah. Did you say those can be found around here?
He did say, don't tell everyone, and then we've literally gone, what do you know about fire opals?
I wish we had something like this down in the mine, like turquoise or topaz or diamonds. Anything more profitable than silver.
Hold
Okay.
on. So if it was the foreman, then maybe the butcher's brother wasn't running from the coyotes or the gunshots. Maybe he saw something the foreman was doing in the bank. Because I'm trying to connect the dots.
It could be in. Did it say it's a crowbar that opened it? Could it not have been like a pickaxe?
It's confirmed to be a crowbar. We have to find the crowbar, I think.
Yeah.
That's the smoking
Yeah.
gun we need.
Oh, have we confronted the foreman about the gem?
Go on.
I did.
Yeah.
What
He's just like, oh, stupid geologist. That's basically all he
stupid
Keep this
says.
quiet, you might find it quite lucrative in the long run. Okay.
I've not found many uses for gun. I'm going to try some uses for gun.
Hold on. I asked the stage driver just to see about the fire opal, and he gave us like, I don't have anything to say about this response, but that response is there anything else I can help you with? Hire a stage or get a letter delivered. Is it possible that he delivered the death threat unknowingly?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Did you show him the letter?
I did, and he didn't react.
I mean, it comes in like the form of a sealed, like proper stamped and everything letter. So.
Yeah.
I asked the butcher about the Zucchini family, and she said she delivered a letter from the bank to
I love
the priest
Zed.
about the Zucchini family.
I love Zed. When I showed him the death ray, he said, "Might polite to send someone a warning first, ain't it?"
I know, I love that.
I love him. He's such a little guy.
Oh, Mr. Brown says something interesting. Back in the day, you never threatened to chop someone up like that. You challenge him to a duel fair and square.
Yeah, I mean, Chop did immediately make me think of the butcher or the
Yeah.
butcher's brother.
Me too. Have any of us talked to her today?
I showed her the letter and I didn't really get anything interesting.
I just said I spoke to her and she delivered a letter to the priest from the bank about the Zucchini family.
Yeah, but that's I don't know how. I did hear that, but I don't think that's
Probably
related
doesn't
to
help in any way. But...
I don't think. No. I think it will help later, but I don't think that's related to the death threat, which is what we're on at the moment.
I cannot present the code.
I wonder what the banker knows. Okay, the banker knows something. I'm gonna press him. Oh, Dia's here.
Sorry, I had a very funny dialogue with the butcher when I showed her my gun. My character just goes off into a distance there, and she's like, "Oh, I wish I had time to have flashbacks during my work day."
So, if the priest dies, his daughter gets nothing. The rest of it goes to the church.
Yeah, because he said that most of his estate would go to paying off his debt.
Yeah.
Right, you keep talking to him, show him everything, and talk to him about everything. He knows something that we don't. He knows a secret, and I think the meat is, now that he's been fed the meat, will help him.
The meat.
You may have to do it because you may be the only one that he's.
I'm the meat lady.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna talk to him about everything.
Bank, and use his name on the cover of the paperwork. Be sure to teach him a lesson. I'm trying to learn something from you. Apparently, the mayor refuses to drink in town because all the stuff at the bar is too crappy, so he imports champagne.
Yeah.
Okay, the banker talked a lot about the railway scam.
Oh, the butcher's brother
Nothing interesting, just explaining how it's a scam.
knows about how the real value of the mines. But that's probably not.
The one who was set to task to mine it out and then got injured.
Trying to find it. I found the first
They might
smoking
not know
gun. I'm
exactly,
trying to
but
find
you
number
search,
2.
suspicious.
Hello.
Oh, I asked about the priest's daughter. The brother about the priest's daughter, and he said there's a conspiracy behind everything. I'm telling you, you just have to look hard enough.
Oh, he says that about almost everything, actually.
Oh, okay.
It's very annoying.
I think that's his I don't have anything interesting to say about this thing line.
Yeah.
Okay, one question. Have we actually seen the priest's daughter?
No. The priest thinks there's a curse that's driving the foreman mad because of the fire opals?
Well, they are
Weird.
said to be unlucky, apparently, according to the geologist. Fire opals are said to be unlucky things.
I found this letter at the door this morning. Apparently someone slipped it under before I woke up.
Oh!
Mm.
So, I mean, we could have guessed, but the letter was definitely delivered early in the morning.
Wait.
Can I ask Zed about it?
Zed.
I find it funny when you tell the priest about the scam. He's like, don't be taken in by scams such as these. Save your money. Donate it to the church. I don't know what I expected.
That's really funny.
Oh, man.
He just says it's very polite to give someone warning. Like send
Which is
them
a good
backwards
point.
warning. Yeah.
Who haven't I asked you
the
about?
banker about the fire thingies, and he's talked about how the foreman wants to buy the mine before anyone else knows about it, which would explain why the banker was hesitant to share information about it, because he was just like, oh, all the details are in the file. But then he said he's pretty sure there's a reserve large enough to guarantee a fortune for a lifetime. So if the foreman is trying to pay off his loans and his debts, maybe him going for the mine isn't pure greed. Maybe it's just a way for him to cut ties with those debts.
Alright, so we're on the last day. Who are we thinking for our 2 remaining slots? For who broke in and who threatened the banker?
Broke in is the blacksmith.
No.
No. Blacksmith
No.
didn't break in. The blacksmith entered after someone had already broken in. We need to find out what happened to that crowbar.
He took the money, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Which, funnily enough, isn't an
he didn't
option
break
here.
in.
That's not one of these things.
Yeah, well, because he's not an important figure in this crime.
Yeah.
I don't.
He
think
did a petty crime. We're trying to find out who committed the serious crime.
I don't think the blacksmith broke in. Well, we know the blacksmith didn't break in it, and I'm pretty sure he didn't send the threat. I'm wondering if the person who sent the threat and did the break-in is the same person, but I don't
think so. I think
I'm not
so.
sure. Because there's secret. I'm just gonna keep talking to the banker.
Yeah. It's possible, my current theory is the break-in was done by the butcher's brother and the foreman sent the death threat. That's my current thought.
Well,
why would the butcher's brother break in?
To get the paperwork so that way the foreman can't profit off of his accident. And own the mine.
Yeah. Just gonna say something else. I spoke to the foreman, asked him about the priest, and he said he's the greediest man in town.
Yeah, he does not like the priest.
Yeah, Dolan talked to you about poverty, standing on valuable land he could sell at any time. We haven't seen the priest's daughter.
The butcher also has motive against the foreman, but we don't have much evidence that it would have been her. Also, she wouldn't threaten... We know she wouldn't threaten the person she's having an affair with a death threat. Nor do I think she would break in, because...
I'm still suspicious that the butcher is trying to get more... is only sleeping with him to gain something.
I do too, but I don't think that's actually part of the crime at hand.
Because if the butcher's brother is related to the break-in and it's related to the mine collapse, then maybe she knows about it. But also, the blacksmith and the butcher's brother have both said the butcher's brother kind of only talks to the blacksmith. I don't know how good his relationship is with the butcher.
Yeah. I really want to find the crowbar. That's the smoking gun, but I don't know if it's a smoking gun that can be found.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be something we find out after the fact.
Maybe.
Well, we don't need to find the crowbar. We just need to figure out
who has it.
Well, because it might be a thing where it's like it has to be where we've got like a few different factors, and we just need to Venn diagram and find the one person that fits in all of the things. And one of the things are these are the people that could have stolen the crowbar, and then we just do all this. We get all the pieces and then figure out who matches all of them.
The only thing I don't okay, so I still on my sheet right now I've got Butcher's brother, missing documents, foreman is my 3.
Yeah, that might be a good.
Because I think we've found all the dialogue there is to find.
No, I'm still okay, because I haven't talked to the banker after he got his meat. But here's something. We might have already seen this, but the banker said that the bartender hasn't been able to keep up with his regular repayments for his loan, which he doesn't understand because the saloon is surely one of the most successful businesses here in Britain. So,
yeah, I think the bartender's a red herring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think It's got to be related. It's got to be related to the foreman, the priest, and the butcher's brother. I think those are the 3 big players in this.
Me too. The child part of the note is still very interesting to me. The child are using their other hand. The other hand part makes sense. Why does it specifically mention a child?
Yeah, that's very.
Unless that's specifically
it could just
made
be priest
to.
red herring because we were given 4 names by the banker.
Priest, blacksmith, bartender, foreman.
Yeah, and it's not the blacksmith. We don't think it's the bartender. They seem to be red herring. The priest also seems like it. So I think it's the foreman. Because they also had the most monetary incentive for future gain, and they maybe didn't like the bank actually just having that information in the loans themselves.
Yeah. One thing I also find interesting, you can talk to someone about themselves, and they have unique dialogue. I just encountered that for the first time. That's a neat thing.
Huh. I actually just never considered doing that.
I did it to the priest, and he like kind of reintroduced himself, which is how I learned his full name and stuff. Also, you can talk to them about if they witnessed or knew about the coyote incident to kind of confirm that story, and so far it does confirm that story all the way through. I kind of want to talk to the banker about the banker. About himself.
I'm here to see a banker about a banker.
Yeah.
I asked the banker about Zed, and he said, the boy in the street, he's banned from entering the bank.
Yep.
Poor Zed! My baby boy!
Can't even save up money if he tried.
One thing I wish more puzzle games like this did, if there was like it let you know if you had done every dialogue option.
Well, it might do. We might just not have found them all yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so the front runners right now are the butcher's brother for the break-in and the foreman for the death threat.
Correct.
Why would the foreman send the death threat?
Because the foreman blames the banker for losing the files.
And wants him to keep quiet on.
And wants him to keep. Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that way no one else finds out that there's fire opals inside.
Because that is probably the secret that the banker knows that everyone's talking about. Because when I asked the banker about the fire opals, he was like, "Yeah, the foreman wants to buy out the mine before anyone else, so that he made this great discovery. Please don't tell anyone."
Yeah.
Okay.
And the foreman went asked about the death. It's like, I'm not surprised someone would have done it.
Yeah.
Falcon, did you analyze the footprints?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
is there anything else you can analyze now that I think we found all the pieces? All of the items.
I'm still talking to the banker about everyone, but I've only got a couple people left.
Every single time we found a new item, I went to the office and I went to look at it. The only ones that came up with anything were the death threat, the missing documents, and it was the footprints. Those are the ones that actually had like information related to them.
I feel like the daughter. We also do have a hint button, by the way, if we feel the need to use it.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the priest one more time about something.
Yeah, I think we've exhausted most of the dialogue options.
I think so too. I wish we could talk to the kid. That could clear up a lot.
That's if the kid's real.
That's true. The chance is not real.
Okay, I'm talking to the banker about everything. There's still a few questions that I have, but based on everything that we have, the best fit is the butcher's brother for the break-in and the foreman for the death threat. I don't think there's anyone else who has the same amount of evidence against them.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's not enough for me to go, it's definitely them, but there is more stuff pushing in that direction than anyone else.
I think I'm actually ready to submit my case report.
Yeah, I think I am as well.
Unfortunately, this is not like Phasmophobia where we can disagree.
Yeah, it's the same case.
We don't anyway.
That's true, we don't disagree, but I think I'm ready.
Yep, okay, I'm ready.
I'm very surprised there's not a slot the blacksmith fits in, though. That is strange to me.
Yeah, no, it is. But that's, well, because he was involved, just not in the way that we initially thought.
Yeah. Here we go. Who broke into the bank?
Broke into the bank?
Your selection is the butcher's brother.
Sorry, I thought that was confirming.
Here we go. Hi. Okay, yes, I admit it! I broke into the bank that night. I knew the banker would be out, and...
Because it's his sister!
Mm-hmm. I was looking for something. Cutscene time.
Yeah.
I'm very glad... Okay, at least one part confirmed.
Pick a single lock!
That's true! Also, all the gun gave me were Easter eggs.
Falcon's power was super useful.
Oh,
None
yeah.
of us did anything.
What was really funny is as soon as we discovered missing documents, I could have just have gone to the office and just scanned them, and it gave me the answer.
Yeah.
We didn't even need to work it out ourselves.
Oh, wow. But we did work it out ourselves. I'm still proud of me for doing that in my head without writing it down. I did that as a challenge to myself when you said you were going to write it down. All right, so we read about the loan documents. Let's see. Who threatened the banker? Was it the foreman?
That looks like it is. Yeah.
Hello.
Come on.
What you gotta say for yourself?
Money, big money.
This is an assault on my freedom of speech. I thought this was the land of the free. Am I not free to threaten to kill a man? This is tyranny. You're afraid of words, you cowards. What's wrong? No sense of humor? The banker knew a lot about my plans for the mine. It was just a harmless joke about confidentiality.
Yeah, sure thing, buckaroo.
If you actually had friends, you know they send letters like this all the time.
Wow.
We did it!
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That was so much fun.
So the priest is just weird.
The priest was just a creepy old man.
The priest is just fucking weird.
Yeah.
I kind of respect that though.
I
That's an interesting characters.
I do respect that other people are just out and about doing their own little schemes as well.
Yeah, I did get us the achievement to get us a perfect score.
Do we want to click what happened?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the Zucchini family are probably real.
I wonder. Banker agrees, opportunistic robbery. Then there are the loan documents. Anyone taking those must have had a plan. I barely ever moved from this spot. How could the thief have known I'd been away? Because it was her brother. I think this is just giving a summary of the crime.
Yeah. But, you know, it's nice to have all of our
It's
theories.
nice and thematic, yeah.
Oh, that explains why more than there were
That's
two
some
sets of
interesting
books.
phrasing from Richard. Richard.
Oh my god.
Man's got quips, even, like, with the noose incoming.
That's very good.
2 years... Oh, we get to hear his story. 2 years ago, we blew up in a shaft down into the mine and there was something horribly wrong. A fellow worker died in the explosion. I lost a leg and livelihood. The foreman closed off the new shaft we made and hushed everyone up. It was definitely some sort of conspiracy. So, the foreman did actually let those guys blow themselves up. The foreman did actually, like...
Yikes.
Have them do something dangerous. Yep, took the crowbar and pried it open.
From the stagecoach.
Real question is, who do you think's getting a longer sentence of the two?
I don't know if the foreman is getting a sentence.
I don't know either. I think he should, but... Old Westy.
Yeah.
Even though the files...
Like, could you get arrested for a death threat in the Wild West?
I don't know, well, mostly thinking about the fact that, he could maybe get in trouble for knowing that there were things that you can't safely dynamite, and then having his crew dynamite it anyways. But I think it's a little too far in the past for that to go to trial.
Aw, that's a nice lie.
I do like that.
The world has been cruel to him, but that night it offered an apology.
Yeah. What was the truth that mattered to Bill so much? Wanted to see it sold before it went to the red. If he'd known what I know, he wouldn't be so eager to sell it. If he'd seen what I saw that night when Bill was injured, I was eager to buy. Eager to prove to my family that I'm a real high-value man. This was my chance. I had to put it all down in my loan application. Nobody would give me a loan unless they knew it was a sure thing. All my secrets were in that document.
Oh.
This geologist character was great, by the way.
It was.
Yeah.
Just an intellectual who's just an absolute drunkard. Fire opals!
Fire.
That's how I heard that in my head after he said fire opals.
We should take some for Zalthana.
We should.
That's my D&D character, Falcon.
Yeah.
She likes
Oh.
fire.
That's another thing Zelthana and Idris have in common.
It's not that she likes fire, it's that her insides are always on fire.
Yeah, that's probably not a good... What about the zucchinis? Do they even exist?
No, we know they don't.
Do we?
Do they really exist? Well, yeah, no, because the...
Mr. Brown said it's a,
Yeah.
bid from the bank to pressure people into giving money back.
That was a lot of fun. I thoroughly
Yeah.
enjoyed that.
Very fun.
That was great. And
Yeah.
also, unlike other mystery video games that I've played, it didn't... It was still up to you to put the pieces of the evidence together.
Yeah.
You couldn't just... Because, like, I played LA Noire, and that's not a mystery game. That's a game where you do what the game tells you, and then the game says, it's this person. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. This game felt very much like murder mystery board games I've played, where it lets you make your own decisions, but unlike those, it doesn't try and trick you into a wrong answer to be like, haha, gotcha. Like,
Yeah,
no, it
just-
actually gives you the pieces you need to solve it.
It's
in a
sprinkles
satisfying
puzzle
way.
pieces and just lets you figure it out for yourself.
Yeah.
It at no point starts assembling them itself.
Which I love. I personally really love it. And I'm really glad...
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you to Team Dissonant for making this stream happen. We all appreciate it. And,
I'm sure if you... a couple of more keys for some of the DLCs happen to fall into your library,
yeah, if...
You're not very professional, Dio.
No. This is why I do... This is why I am the one who does, like, the outreach to companies and stuff. I have some professional subtlety sometimes.
Yeah, Dio, this is why you don't get sponsored that much.
To be fair, the Team Dissonant devs did interact with me first. But, anyways, I really enjoyed this. I'm glad you guys did too.
That was great fun.
Are any of you guys going to keep going after this?
I mean, if Zoe and Falcon want, we can jump in and do a little bit of Battle Bit for a while.
No.
Okay. In that case,
Bye.
yeah, bye everybody. I love how she managed to leave partway through the word hi. I love that.
Yeah.